Hello, Warriors. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 1.
Series 2. New jingle at the start. I don't know, fucking...
Have we?
Maybe. I don't know. I might remix it or something. I don't know.
Season 2 is obviously we wanted to have a fresh start, and it's nothing to do with the fact that we've just changed podcast providers and we have to put it as a Season 2. Nothing to do
Absolutely nothing to do with that. We've got new features. This is a jumping on point for any potential new listeners out there. Maybe you have been out and seen Hayley on tour. Maybe you're thinking, I might try a podcast. Maybe you've seen me at any number, 3 gigs within an hour's radius of my home. I hate driving so much.
I just got in from Edinburgh last night. I drove back. I went to sleep for about 2 hours after the gig.
And here you are, fresh-faced and ready for Series 2.
Hello to the Warriors patrons who we had a drink with after the show. I'm not going to name names, but one of you was slightly inebriated, bought me an orange juice, then proceeded to whisk your Prosecco over the top of my drink, spilling half of your Prosecco into my orange juice. Yeah. And then you sprayed white musk in my mouth.
And then you got rid of the orange juice but put vodka in it.
Yeah, you did. Naming no names. But thank you for coming to the show. I need to tell you something funny that happened at my show last night. Well, yesterday afternoon I did Edinburgh. I'm genuinely thankful because the Warriors patrons that travelled from other parts of the UK up to Edinburgh just to see me show, I'm very, very appreciative of that.
Yeah.
But there was this Scottish family in from Glasgow in the corner of the room. I thought it was a mum at the time, but it turns out after it was a dad who had this really distinct laugh, and it sounded like a gas leak. Do you know that sort of laugh where it's like, right? I swear to God, I was expecting the carbon dioxide alarm to go off in the venue.
I was going to say, definitely not having a heart attack. Was he ODing?
No, sorry. Anyway, they were a little bit drunk. Well, the mum was very drunk. Very, very drunk.
Okay.
And she comes after, let me get... they were lovely, though. But she's like, let me get a picture of you. She's lent on me like Weekend at Bernie's. And then she goes, we've been looking forward to this. She said, I've been saying to him all week, though, don't do anything that's going to bring her attention to us so she talks to us and takes the piss out of us. She said, I told him, don't shave your head before the show because the light will gleam off your bald head and then she'll see us and she'll want to...
What?
She told him not to moisturise because he was bald.
Can you de-shine your head before we go out?
Head. So the light doesn't hit on his head.
How shiny is this man's head?
He wasn't the problem. It was her talking because she'd had a drink. And she was like, and then she goes, then it turns out it was me that brought the attention on. And I was like, yeah.
Oh,
but that really made me laugh. A list of requirements for him not to moisturise.
Man, don't be drawing attention to yourself. Go and grow your hair a bit. That
is the worst Scottish accent I've ever heard, Barry.
Hey.
How were your shows?
Oh, fine. Fine. I don't know what's been up with me this weekend. I just seem to, like, my mouth and brain filter has not been in place in the slightest bit at all. Like, I seem to just forget about trying to be careful not to offend people. Like, there was some... I was chatting to some girl in the audience, and I said, "Who's?" I went, "She was my friends," and I went, "Oh, so you're single?" She went, "Oh, I'm single." And I went, "All right, I'll sort you out a little present." I went, "All the single fellas, give me a cheer," and I went 1, 2, 3, and this old fella who was sat with these 2 other old women, he went, "Hey," and I was like, "Fucking player, so what's on the blue pills," right? And he went, "No, that's my sister, and that's my mother." And then I looked closely, and she properly looked like a tortoise without its shell on. You know the old people who chew. The bottom lips always. and honestly, he's knocking on 70 clearly, so God knows how old she is. But good for them for coming out. And I went, you single?
Yeah,
and
good for them for getting ridiculed for an inch of their lives.
No, I didn't say that to them, obviously. But then, obviously, it was a young lass, and I was just like, right, how do I just went, how desperate are you to get on the property ladder?
Sorry.
I went, just fingers crossed for a incoming
Saga
cold
cruise.
snap. No, winter's coming.
Yeah.
That's, there's no heating allowance.
And you wonder why, old people.
That's what I mean. And then at the end I was like, anyway, sorry. I said to the old block, I went, you celebrating something? You went, oh yes, my sister's birthday. And I was like, all right, not bad now. Saying, not
Just waiting
long
for a
now.
brother to die.
Anyway, you enjoy your special day. So that's what's been going on in my. By the way, if you are a new listener to the podcast, this is meant to be an easy, accessible. Do you reckon we're picking up new listeners,
Every day, Barry.
or have we properly hit the glass ceiling?
I think we've hit the glass ceiling now.
Yeah,
I think we've got what we're going to get.
yeah, I'm happy with it. Honestly, I am. If I meet one more person with ambition. It drains me when I see them come into a dressing room now. I'm just like, I'm like, look, forget about TV. It's not going to happen, right? Ramesh Ranganathan's got all them jobs, right? So forget TV, right? You want to get on, like, don't bother with TikTok and all that, because that won't be a thing shortly when we fall out with China. And it's...
I bet you're a joy to be for a young person to start gigging. And then they have you in a green room and you just totally rip apart any hopes and dreams. I bet that's a real joy for them. Speaking of the telly, I'm obsessed with the new Traitors. Celebrity Traitors. Alan Carr is just brilliant on it. Have you watched the Traitors?
I haven't. I should, bearing in mind that we've done... Yeah, I know. I told her up front the first time I met Hannah Bitchkovsky. I just went, I'll tell you now, I've not seen it and I don't know who you are.
Well, we should do a comedian's version of the Traitors, just as a little spin-off.
Oh, is this one of our get-rich-quick schemes?
In our Patreons, Patreon special.
Okay.
Because Alan Carr is just brilliant, because no one suspects him as being
Alan
a traitor.
Carr here.
It's the worst impression ever. But anyway, I digress. Let's get on to worries of the week.
Worries of the week. Worries of the week. Worries of the week. You got a lot to worry. Worries. You got a lot. Worries.
Do you think you'd be good on the Traitors? Do you think you'd be... I'd love to watch you in Big Brother.
I'm a bad liar. Like...
Yeah, because you start shaking, you get nervous.
I can't. Honestly, I'm not a liar. Like... I'd be awful. I can imagine just my eyes going all over. I'd try too hard not to look like I was lying, then I look like you're lying. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, really? So
I'd be out straight away.
I'd love to see you on that big. I'd love to see you in the
You're
jungle.
You're a good liar.
Here we go. No, I'm not on fucking Monjaro. How many more times have I got to go through this?
You are a good liar, though. I'm not saying about the Monjaro. I'm saying you're a good liar.
Am I?
Yeah. You tell little white lies all the time, Barry.
Like what?
You do. I can't say on here, but you do.
No, go on. You can say one. No, go on. I'll front it out. Go on, Tut.
Just little white lies. I'm not going to go into specifics, but just little white lies you tell when I know you're lying, and what you do, you double down on it. You double down on the lie.
I don't think I've ever lied to you. I don't think I lied.
How dare you accuse me of that?
I don't think I do. I honestly don't think I've lied to you. I honestly don't think I have. What do you think I have, honestly?
You have, yeah, you have. When I know that you know something, but you pretend you don't know it.
Oh, no, I always tell you that. I usually tell you everything. I've got no secrets with you.
Fair,
you know everything.
Sometimes you'll lie, and then I'll go, I know, and you'll go, yeah, okay, no. You have done that a few times. Yeah. You've done that a few. To be fair, you crumble quite quickly.
Sometimes I quite like the journey, though. You know when you know something and someone's going to tell you a bit of gossip and you're like, I already know this gossip, but I'm going to quite enjoy hearing it again. It's like someone else reading an audiobook to you. It's like, I know how this ends, but I'm still going to enjoy it. It's like I'm listening to a new true crime thing about Fred West. I know how it all ends, right? But I'm just hearing a different perspective on it, and it's just as enjoyable, if that's the word.
I don't know if that is the word.
No.
Anyway, I think the point I'm making is me and you will be very bad on the traitors.
Yeah. Well, I don't tell you any lies because it's just pointless. I've got no share. You literally know the best and worst of me. Like, I've told you things that I am mortified about and should go to the grave about, and I've told you about it. But I quite like that because it just means that I don't ever have to make any effort with you. I could just be myself, even if that is really unpleasant at times.
Yeah, I do have to rein you in a few times, Barry. I think we'd be bad. I think you'd be good on it because you can come across as quite trustworthy. Do you know what I mean?
I can come across as trustworthy.
Yeah, you can. Whereas I would give away clues that I'm lying.
Right. Okay. Well,
such as visibly shaking like a dog.
We need to do a special where we do a polygraph test and we see which one of us is the best at beating it. If we've got, hang on, I know somebody who used to work on Jeremy Kyle, so he'll have contacts for the lie detector blokes. I think that would be fun, seeing who can bullshit
I read a thing about it was a podcast actually about lie detectors and how to pass a lie detector. And apparently when you're telling the lie, you clench your butt cheeks. And have you heard this?
No.
Yeah.
What has your arse got to do with lying?
So you're focusing on that, so it distracts your mind from the lie you're telling.
No, I'm not cheating on you. I'm sick of my arse.
But also lie detectors, I mean, I think they've proven that they've destroyed people's lives, i.e. Jeremy Kyle. Barry, I think that's a really bad point because he was telling the truth and then he ended up... Anyway, let's not go there. It wasn't? Anyway,
no.
Let's not go into that. Legal reasons. Let's do worries of the week.
So my worry, right, is... Now, this isn't me promoting something. It genuinely isn't, right? But I'm doing...
first white lie.
I'm doing a charity gig right on the 11th of January at the Canal House in Manchester that you refused to do.
Didn't refuse, can't do.
Yeah, because you're at Wetherspoons having a brunch. Now, it's one of these things that's in... the charities Get Off, which is sort of like a HR for stand-up comedy. It's basically sounding out. It's a place for people to go right. This person's a wrong and they deal with it, right? And I decided to do a charity night for them. Now, what I'm worried about is the people who try too hard, and it's like I do it with people who are really woke. I'm like, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? Like, and it's like Savile did a lot of charity work. Do you know what I mean? And
Where's this going, Barry?
I'm just worried that me making an effort to try and do this might make people go, right, what's he done?
What's he hiding?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm worried about. Like, to the point where I don't even want to associate myself with it. Like, I'm not putting myself on the lineup.
Yeah, and we know why that is.
What, because everyone's heard me 3 jokes?
No.
It's not worth the gamble of bantering at a fucking something about inappropriate behaviour. Letting me loose on somebody saying, oh, shag him, he'll be dead soon. You can have his house.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's probably a call already coming in to Get Off.
Do you know what I mean?
No, the only reason you're not putting yourself on the lineup is because you've got Scott Bennett emceeing and you'll get home after midnight.
Yeah, he is wrapping up himself. I'm not sticking around for that.
Yeah, there you go. Barry will be back in the tumble dryer.
But thank you for your time, lads. Is what I'm trying to say. Your lots of time.
Now, I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying, but in your defence, and it will kill me to say it, you are a good person, Barry. Deep down.
Well, through the several layers of subcutaneous fat somewhere in there, deep down.
there.
I honestly, I've been so nice about you. Welcome to Nice Corner. This is going to be a new section, series 2.
No, people will turn off if we're nice to each other.
Well, press the 30
Mute
button 4 times and it'll jump forward the 2 minutes, and then the other 20 it'll be us slagging each other off. We were having a chat in the car and we were talking about something we were going to do for the live show that I wanted to do, which is something that I'd wanted to do in the past but it didn't really work for certain situations. And you said something really, really nice about me, and it was one of those things that's like my Achilles heel, and you said it and it was really nice. So I've genuinely been really nice about you for the last, hang on, what day are we on? Sunday.
8 hours.
No, when did we talk? No, I reckon I'm reckon 48 hours without saying anything negative about you.
Well, thank you, Barry.
So I'm just letting you know that there's been opportunities to slag you off, and I've not taken them. Right? No, because I've been like, no, she was really good there. If you want to know what that thing is, come along to the live show, and also we can play the game that I've never been able to play before. I think it'll be fun. So that was Nice Corner. Nice Corner is now finished. If somebody'd like to make a quick,
you can't say I didn't join him as slagging you off, and then just move on.
No, I didn't. There was an opportunity.
What do you mean there was an opportunity?
I was chatting with Longley about something and your name came up and he made a joke, but I didn't join in.
That's not nice.
Oh, it wasn't. It was horrible what he was saying.
Do you know what? We've got to do some emails. We've had an absolute belter, you know.
Hang on. Yes, that is the end of Nice Corner. Nice.
Oh, it
Corner
ended.
It is over.
Back
to normal now. You look a tip today.
I am. I've been up driving all bloody night.
I drove all night, fucking Cindy Lover here.
I drove literally all night, and I'm so tired. I think sometimes, and people will say I'm being dramatic, but when you do long drives in this job, it feels like jet lag. Because I've been to Newcastle and back. I've been to Hull and back. I've been to Buxton and back, and I've been to Edinburgh and back, all in the past couple of days.
Yeah.
That is a lot of miles.
Very well paid for all this travel, though.
It's a lot of miles, and I've listened to a lot of podcasts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, have you found any features and other ones that we can nick?
Oh, God, that's a really good idea. No, but no, because I've been listening to true crime ones.
Oh, yeah, we need some new... what podcast do I listen to?
Well, I've been listening to this podcast, and this is a true crime one, though. And I'm not going to go into what happened because it was horrific, but it involved a hypnotherapist, and I thought we should do a feature where we have a bit of hypnotherapy.
Oh yeah, excellent. Yeah, try and cue the OCD.
Yeah,
excellent.
But it's not fun for people to listen to, but you know.
Oh yeah, no, I think that'd be good. See if it works. Bit of past life regression as well. While we're
I mean, I won't tell you what happened in this podcast after the dad hypnotherapy because it was quite bad, to be honest with you. But I'm just skipping over that. Yeah, it wasn't great. It was really bad, actually.
Right, okay.
Enough to be part of a 6-part series on true crime. So maybe actually,
I was thinking more just some light-hearted feature like Have a Word Do, where you just have a word with someone's mate, or I don't know what are they. Or we ask some low rent person what their favourite meal is. I don't know, I've never heard it.
If you've ever heard a podcast feature on another podcast you'd like us to do, let us know.
What about acceptable in the 80s, play a game called Ponce or Nonce?
Right, let's move on.
It's time for your worries. BJ will make them worse.
If you have a worry you would like us to make worse, get involved, worrierspodcast@gmail.com, or you can drop us. We're on Instagram, where I did a post the other day. Tell us your worries. Oh, we've had a belter from.
Excellent.
We've had an absolute belter that really made me laugh. Been waiting to share this with you. Jordan sent us a message.
You told me not to look in the messages.
Yeah. Jordan sent us a message.
I thought it was because I thought, am I getting slagged off?
I mean, you are, but... Jordan sent us a message. Right, what are your worries? And he said, I left work early for a family emergency and ended up on Katy Perry's Instagram story in Manchester. He put family emergency in quotation marks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Has he
Katy
been...
Perry's Instagram story. Imagine your boss.
Oh, imagine that is how you come out the closet. It's one thing getting caught with Grindr on your phone, but being front row at a Katy Perry concert... Hang on, I've just realised...
You're front row for Asia, Barry. And Sophie Ellis-Bextor. That's so funny. This is the problem, right, with social media in 2025. You cannot get... I used to be paranoid before before there was Twitter and stuff. I've thrown a sickie at work when I was like 21, like, because I thought I'd never throw a sickie because I think, what if someone just seen me go to the Tesco's? Do you know, I was convinced there was police helicopters, like she's throwing a sickie, flying over me. I was like, where is she? She's going to come out. The level of paranoia I have when I used to throw sickies at my old workplace. So now, everyone's filming. Everyone's walking down the street, talking into the bloody mobiles, filming on FaceTime, doing Instagram reels in the gym. You're not going to get away with anything, any sickies anymore. If you're pulling a sickie...
Imagine getting grassed by Katy Perry.
Especially when you're...
No,
you see all the time.
Russell
Do you remember that? I can't remember. It was a famous thing. Maybe it was a Taylor Swift concert or something. And someone basically had like a hood over their head because they'd obviously rung in work sick. And they were getting interviewed, but they couldn't like disguise their voice. It was like a panorama special.
Yeah, so if you're going to a Katy Perry concert, or Lady Gaga seems to be one that everyone's going
Lady
to
Gaga.
see at the minute. If you're going to one of those concerts, my advice to you is wear a full balaclava on the way in.
I wouldn't, because you won't get in. Have you ever been caught pulling a sickie at work?
No, but I've sailed very close to the winds. Like the time that I said my granddad had died and he hadn't. And I was really worried. And I rang my mate Peter and said, I need to see this lie through to the end. So how long do you wait?
You didn't bump off your granddad, did you? Now that's a podcast I'd listen to.
I said to my mate Peter, I went, how long after death do you get buried or cremated? And he was like, he went and found out for me, and I went, should I say buried or cremated? Do people get buried these days? And he went, why not rig him and ask him what he'd prefer? But then
What do you do when they actually pass, though, Barry?
Oh, I'd left the job by that point, but I then did have to take a day of compassionate leave the following week for the imaginary funeral. And what I actually did was I bought a PlayStation 2 Slim in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
That's awful. And I hope you've... No, know what I said about you being a good liar? The fact that you followed up and had a day off for the funeral, Barry, is...
If there's
horrific.
anyone listening from the supplies department, go and fuck yourself. I hope you had a lovely day in the office. I had a great time popping caps in people's asses.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Nothing.
Well, yeah. What?
If you've ever been caught out at pulling a sickie, let us know your stories, because I don't think anyone's going to be being on a Katy Perry live.
Yeah, that is pretty bad. Like, there was that couple who got busted at Coldplay naked
Oh, yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I feel quite sorry for them. But
You don't, do you?
Well, do you know what? No, because it'll lead to an inevitable conclusion, which might be the best thing for everyone. Because they might now be able to go and have happy lives together. They're obviously in unhappy places. It means that the partners who were being lied to can now go and have their own life. I'm trying to be positive and think of the good from this. So, the truth will out, and it means they can go and do their thing guilt-free.
And they'll never be able to enjoy the music of Coldplay ever again.
Who can?
Do you know what? Barry, slag off Coldplay. They're one of the best bands I've ever seen live.
You're a terrible liar.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. They were great. Right.
Look at me in the face without smiling and tell me Coldplay are a good band.
Coldplay are a good band. They are.
Get her on the traitors now.
Right, so we've had some more messages. Let us know, by the way. Please let us know you're phoning in 6 stories. We've had a few more worries. This is from Emma, I think. I've worried I've uncovered a moth infestation in my clothes, giving me the ick. How can I ever wear it again? I mean, can you wear it if moths have ate it?
I mean, it's not like you're walking along and your tit's going to fall out and go, oh, the bloody moths. You know, it's not an excuse for indecent exposure. It's
it's given the ick moths being on her clothes, I think. How long had the clothes... You're clearly not wearing it regularly. If the moths
all it is a fucking ugly butterfly. What's your problem with moths?
Oh, I seen this thing the other day. My daughter's been collecting acorns, right? And then I seen this thing on...
There's something about acorns I don't know.
Oh, well... Oh, God, this is a trigger warning, by the way. You might want to skip this. So, she'd been collecting acorns in this little bucket and stuff. And then I seen this thing online, and it was like someone had collected a load of acorns for squirrels. And someone said, whatever you do, do not do this. And this woman had done a whole bag of acorns. It's making me itch, It's making me itch. I don't know if I can talk about it myself. Anyway, this woman said, do not do this, because she did it. She collected some acorns, but didn't realise an acorn had a maggot underneath the little hut, and dropped it in a house, and there was maggots all over a floor.
Acorns have got maggots in.
Well, this one, it's making me itch. I can't. This acorn, it had something underneath. You know the little hats they have on the acorns? There was something in there.
The hats?
Yeah, do you know what I mean, don't you? And there was something in there that caused maggots in her house when she dropped an acorn anyway. So then, obviously, I've latched
do you know what? I'm all right with maggots, actually. I'm not bad. I'd rather deal with a maggot than I would a spider. Much rather. I've eaten maggots before.
Fucking lady who swallowed a fucking fly over here.
Love to meet a lady with...
Get off. Right.
Tickets available soon.
Zombie...
Scott Bennett.
Zombie Bean said, my cat
Ross.
died recently and she was an arsehole in every way possible, but I loved her. I wanted to donate what was left of her to a vet. I explained what happened and the vet said, oh God, I'm so sorry. And for some reason I said, it's okay, she had it coming because of her life of shithousery. I'm now really worried the vet thinks I murdered my cat. I didn't, she was just a twat.
Right, we need more information here. How was your cat a twat? And by this, I mean...
That sounds like a Dr. Seuss book, The Cat That's a Twat.
I mean, anything that a cat normally does, like twatting furniture and things like that, or like you said, girl cats don't spray, as far as I know. Well, mine never has. But yeah, it's honestly, if you want to know what it's like having a cat, go and buy a Stanley knife, put a blindfold on and just spin round your house for 10 minutes. Then afterwards you'd be like, oh, it's exactly like having a cat. And then go and have a shit in your kitchen. Hey presto, you have a cat.
Any worries about what she shouldn't really speak to the vet again now, should she? Because you're going to look like you're backtracking.
Yeah, more information needed. More info needed on what this cat was doing for its bad behaviour.
We had a message from David. I asked how many hours have I spent listening to the Worries podcast, public and Patreon, from the start. The answer was approximately 180 hours. That's nearly 5 working weeks. Was it worth it? Yes.
That is a lot.
It is a lot. 5 working weeks listening to us.
And I edit this, and on average, an hour takes 3 hours to edit. It's always 3 times as a rule. And I've had to listen. Oh my God.
Think how much of our lives that
we've
we're
wasted.
Yeah.
Go and listen to something else.
No, don't tell him that.
Oh, right. Go and listen to that. What was that thing that you told me about that you're listening to? The podcast about
Sea of Lies, brilliant. This is my new favourite. Well, I've listened to it now. It's great. True crime one. If you're not into true crime, don't listen to it.
Yeah, is this the lad
Don't,
who...
Barry, we shouldn't be recommending all the podcasts. 2 more boys. But Dave has messaged us, not a worry, just a credit to you both for your moral stance on not attending Riyadh Festival.
It's got nothing to do with morality. It's got everything to do with not being high profile enough.
I wouldn't have done it.
No, I wouldn't have done it. I think it takes a certain type.
20 grand?
There's very little I wouldn't do for 20 grand. If you said 20 grand to cut 2 toes off, I'd be like, 10 grand a toe. Yeah, let's go for it.
I think we've discussed this before. I remember back in the day, my mate Kathy saying she'd read about, do you know when you could have those, students were signing up to get those medical things done on themselves? And you get money. What's it called? Medical testing. Do you remember?
Do you remember
medical trials?
Do you remember those ones where all the heads blew up to 4 times the size?
Well, this is before that happened. And I remember distinctly, me and my mate Kathy were on the bus in my early 20s. And I remember going, well, I've read a thing that you can do this medical trial and get the tip of your big toe cut off for 5 grand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why would they want the tip of your big toe? Just the tip.
Point. Yeah.
I was like, that's not a thing. It's not a thing. There's not loads of labs with tops of big toes.
All right. Right, Hayley. 10 grand to cut your big toe off.
Oh, I hate toes anyway, don't you?
Exactly. So what are you missing? You've got less toes, less things to hit.
Yeah, but I won't be able to wear sandals on my holidays. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you could. People would just be like,
well,
Jesus.
I could, yeah.
Well, they're not flip-flops fall off.
No, I wouldn't cut off part of my body for any amount of money.
You'd be wearing flips.
Just a flop.
like I know someone who can't wear them because they've got their toes are completely webbed. And you say this is nonsense, but I'm telling you.
It is nonsense, and you keep spreading shite about. Anyway, let's move on, Barry.
They've got web feet.
They have him.
Then wait till it comes true, like that woman with vagina dentata I told you about, and then someone verified it.
They didn't, right. Someone didn't verify it. They did the same rumour that you'd spread. Anyway. If we did end up doing the Riyadh Festival, we'd probably end up with parts of our body getting removed anyway.
Yeah, they're good at that over there.
One more message. Catherine, I worry that if I use a drill to put up a curtain rail, that I'll drill through a pipe or a wire. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Or get in touch. Oh, bollocks, I've sold that EMF meter. Because they were quite good. They were great for ghost hunting, right? But it's also really good for finding pipes and wires in walls.
You can't use a piece of equipment that decorators use and pretend it's a piece of ghost hunting equipment.
Well, that is what they were invented for. It's the ghost hunters who've...
No, it isn't. Don't be taking a paintbrush and saying, it's to set dust on the ghosts.
No, if you ask your fella, he'll probably know what these meters are because he's a spark.
Yeah, and he'll say it's not ghost-related.
Yeah, he'll say it's for finding wires. And I'll say, and ghosts. And that's usually when the argument starts, in my experience.
Are you there thinking a set of ladders are to climb up to the second floor to have a look for ghosts? You know what hammers were invented for? To tap on walls to check for spirits?
Right. You know, I've been wearing this Apple Watch that's measuring my heart rate and all that, right? Everyone, because I've lost a little bit of weight and I've had my hair cut and everyone's now giving it, Ozempic, right? Which is not true, right?
You'd be great on the traitors. Brilliant line.
Honestly.
Absolutely smashing it. You're absolutely smashing it, Barry.
Right, I'm talking to you, listener, right? I sent Hayley a photo of my medical records to prove I wasn't on it.
Doesn't matter, you can get it anywhere now.
But it goes on your medical records.
Don't believe you, Barry. You're very good at Photoshop as well. You're very good at Photoshop as well, because I've had a few pictures recently.
Of that from Turkey.
Yeah. So he's very good at Photoshop, I believe now. Anyway.
Well, this...
Oh, yeah,
watch, it measures your health and your heart and your... it does everything for you. It does everything. Right, have a look at this. Right, this is today because I'm like, See, right, that's the step ladders that I was using to get up just to clean the top shelves in here. I went up 2 steps and it told me it thought I was exercising.
Yeah.
That's how little exercise I've done, that me being elevated by all of 2 foot, it thinks, oh...
Well, the injection's doing all the work for you, isn't it?
I swear to God, Hayley. I swear to God. Right, I'm going to start a lie about you that isn't true. I'm going to speak...
already have.
Yeah, well, no, Longley did. You're very brave.
Do you want to do some emails? Shall I do it?
Yeah, go on. Read it.
Right, we've had an email in through the Patreon. If you would like to join the Patreon, you get an episode of this every Friday. What, every Friday? Yeah, more hours of your life you can waste. Patreon.com/The Warriors. So, Siobhan has said, hi, Hayley.
Harry.
How?
Hayley Ellis off Timu.
Don't ever say that again. Hi, Hayley and Barry. My job is investigating tax fraud.
Well, like I said about the charity gig that I'm doing, most of my work is charity. Well, I just don't like to talk about it.
And I spend some of your podcasts with my ears closed.
Oh,
we're not earning enough to do tax fraud, Siobhan.
We're barely earning enough to pay tax. Siobhan, go and have a look at who our accountant is. Honestly.
Right, Barry.
Even you'll be like, yeah, there's nothing going on here.
However,
like Fisher Price, my first accountant. It's a fucking
Barry.
abacus. And a big spliff.
This is a public episode, Barry.
Oh, sorry.
However, we'll be needing a new accountant now. However, your thoughts today about getting a van with a mattress in the back brought back a worry from a visit to a taxpayer last year. As we were leaving, he pointed to his van and said there's a mattress in the back of that van. I was never sure if that was a threat or a boast, but we've since named the van as the murder van.
I think that's a come on, that. I think that's...
To the tax people. You're not going to come on to the tax... If they're investigating you for fraud, you're not going to go, do you want to come and have a lay down?
Well, what's better just going, well, wait, I've been evading the tax man. I've not paid the tax man. What's better than going, I've shagged the tax man. Well,
she thinks it's a murder van. And she said, I was worried for a week every time I saw a white van. I drive into Manchester for work, so I was in a constant state of fear as there's thousands on the road. You may have unlocked that fear again.
A mattress in the back of a van is not a good... Yeah, I mean, the comedians that I've known who have hit rock bottom, admittedly, and decided that they could sleep in their vehicles, it's been a desperate choice. But when you've got somebody who is just driving around... with a mattress, there's dark.
Not even a bed.
Oh, sorry. If you do you want a fucking mattress protector and a little teddy?
A mattress in a van. Did I tell you about my friend sleeps in? She lives she lives in a van. Right. Sorry, I'm laughing because I was like. Are you going to be okay in the winter? Because obviously there's... Do you remember when it was really stormy?
Didn't you check her van had blown down the fucking hill?
I was genuinely worried, and she was like... She took...
Do you remember?
Yeah, didn't she
park up on the top of the M62, the highest motorway in the country?
She took diazepam so she could sleep through the storm. I don't think that's a good idea when you might have to leave. Anyway... When I said to her, are you all right? I'm genuinely concerned. She was like, oh, don't worry. My mate lives in a horse box. I was like, of course she does. Of course she lives in a horse box. Siobhan?
Yeah, keep away from that, Siobhan. That's really, really dangerous.
Don't make her feel worse, Barry.
Well, it's better to be aware of these things, isn't it? It's better than, just going into the world thinking it's all sunshine and bubbles. It's not. There's men out there with mattresses in vans.
Yeah. Anyway, Get Off comedy.
11th of January.
Let's weed out the men with mattresses.
All of the acts are vetted and approved. There's no one dodgy.
Apart from Barry.
There's a reason I'm not on.
Let's wrap this up. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Sorry to anybody who... Oh, never mind. Bye!
Bye. You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grunters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.